Welcome to The Author Show, where we feature new authors and books, from fiction to self-help and everything in between. You'll find it all at theauthorshow.com. That's theauthorshow.com. And now let the show begin.
Hi, this is The Author Show, and I'm your host, Linda Thompson. Children's author Eileen Pieczonka has written Blueberry Bear, a story about a lovable little blue dog. Yes, blue, and yes, there's a reason, so let's find out what it is. Eileen, welcome to The Author Show.
Thank you, Linda. I am just really thrilled to be here today.
Eileen, without giving too much away, what is Blueberry Bear all about?
So Blueberry Bear is just a fun down-on-the-farm story. It's a great read out loud about a rambunctious blueberry-craving puppy named Bear and her unruly day on Farmer Bubba's farm.
Do you by any chance have a dog that served as the inspiration for Blueberry Bear?
How did you guess? Yes, my dog Jamie was a rescue dog, and we nicknamed her Bear. And we were a therapy team, and this is how she inspired me, by us visiting libraries for the children to read to therapy dogs. And she really got me into children's literacy. And one day I was eating blueberries, and she just fell in love with blueberries, and out came Blueberry Bear. And I thought, what a great title for a children's book. And that's how Blueberry Bear started.
Wonderful. Did you write Blueberry Bear for any particular age group?
Yes, the age group that I was looking at was between 4 and 7, and that's because when we were at the library, most of the reading was actually between kindergarten to about 2nd grade.
I love the illustration on your book cover. Who is your very talented illustrator?
Thank you. Her name is Rami Karan. She's born in the Czech Republic, but she lives in Canada now. And she's illustrated over, I would say, 60 children's books.
Is Blueberry Bear similar to anything else we may have read to our kids?
You know, I've been thinking about that since I wrote Blueberry Bear, and I can't really come up with another character, except maybe for a cat named Skippy John Jones, who always is very active and getting into trouble and mischief. But for a dog standpoint, to me, Blueberry Bear is unique.
How would you describe your writing style? Is your book in story form? Does it rhyme? Maybe even a bit of both?
Yes, so I would say it's somewhat descriptive because there's not a lot of dialogue. So it's more of a narrative, but in a whimsical tone. And it was funny, Linda, because I never thought of writing before, so this was all new to me. And when I first started out, I was so descriptive to where I wouldn't even need illustrations. And then I tried rhyming, and I didn't know about metering until my editor told me. And it was like I had to rewrite the whole story again after that. So yes, it's about like narrative, a little bit of descriptive, and just a fun, bouncy tone.
Well, Eileen, will Blueberry Bear return to us in a sequel or perhaps even a series?
I want it to be a series, and actually my second Blueberry Bear book is out. It's the first of her adventure trilogy.
Well, years ago, I had a dog who was a vegetarian, literally. She cleaned out my mother's vegetable garden every spring. Did Jamie really like blueberries, and did she like other vegetables and fruits as well?
Yes, she did. Like I said, that's how Blueberry Bear came out, is I was eating blueberries, and she's always nudging me to wanting food because she's just a really foodie hound. So I thought, okay, why not? And I gave her a handful of blueberries, and she did. She just gobbled them up and wanted more. With her dog food, I also gave her all kinds of vegetables and fruit. So yeah, she's a foodie hound for sure.
Wait, your bio says that you and Jamie were a reading therapy team. What is a reading therapy team?
So a reading therapy team is where you have a therapy animal, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a dog, but dogs are most common to be a therapy animal. And I'm the handler, and we would visit libraries, and the kids would take a book that they enjoy reading, come and sit with the dog, and read to the dog. And this helps children with their reading because animals, they don't judge. And so the child is very comfortable reading to a dog out loud.
That's an interesting thought. It never occurred to me that that would be the way it would work. So I read somewhere that you now have 2 puppies. Do you plan to train them to be therapy dogs?
I hope so. They're 16 months old now. And the girl, her name is Suki, and she looks like Blueberry Bear, and she really acts like Blueberry Bear. She is so rambunctious. And I'm hoping, yes, to register both of them once they settle down a little bit more.
They're still kind of like the terrible twos, right?
Yes, you got it. They're German Shepherd Lab mixes, and if anybody knows how German Shepherd and Labs are, they're just really, I wouldn't say high-strung, but a lot of energy.
When you read Blueberry Bear to young audiences, what are the reactions to your stories?
They love it. They love the onomatopoeia. So it's a great read out loud. It has that whimsical feeling. I have refrains also throughout the book, and actually both books. Maybe not as much in the first book, but the second book, I have a little bit inside jokes here and there, which they love.
What do the parents say about your books?
They love them. Actually, both books are a great read for the child and for the adult. I feel that it gears to both because the adult has to like the book to read, right?
Right.
And they enjoy it as much as the children do.
Is there a message or a primary point in Blueberry Bear that you would like your young readers to remember?
Actually, I wouldn't say as much for the child. To me, it's just a fun story to read. And I was thinking a while back, it's like, I don't have a theme or a message. And I thought back and I thought, you know what, for adults, there's so much techie stuff going on. I always see adults on the cell phones while the children are playing in that. And it's like, you know what, you need to sit back and enjoy the moment and have fun. And that's how I feel Blueberry Bear sends that message out.
It's a great message because if we spent more time at reading to our kids and less time looking at screens, I think the families would be a little happier. So will you please read for our listeners a short excerpt from your book?
I would love to. Bear zips away past piglets and chickens and butterscotch blaze to behind the barn. Boppity plop, she belly flops into her secret hole, crawling and creeping, squirming and scrambling. Up, 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 boppity pop, sniff, sniff, sniff. Blueberries, yum! Into the bushes, plop. Bear tumbles and slides, munches and slurps. Thump, crunch, smoosh. Bear rolls into a fallen hive. Zzz. What's that? Yellow and black and lightning fast. Bees! Bear whips and swats, snaps and nips. Aroo! Back to her secret hole. What's that? Yellow and black and lightning fast. Into the barnyard, bam. Bees circle and swirl, buzz and sting. Slap, splat, flat. Bear, what have you done now? Hollers Farmer Bubba. And how did you get so blue? Oh boy, I'm in Bubba Balooba double trouble. Bear boats away past piglets and chickens and butterscotch blaze.
That's great. Where can we learn more about you, about your other books, and where can we purchase Blueberry Bear?
Oh, go straight to my website, Blueberry Bear Tales, and that's Tales. And you can learn more about me, about Jamie, and I have a link for you to purchase my books at.
We've been talking with Eileen Pieczonka, author of Blueberry Bear. Eileen, thank you for introducing our listeners to this lovable little blue dog. You've been a great guest, and I've really enjoyed talking with you. I do hope that when you release your next book that you'll come back and want to talk with us again.
I would love to, Linda, and thank you for having me on the Author's Show.
Do you need just one more incentive to get Eileen's book for your kids or grandkids? Well, here's a great review that just might do it. I purchased Blueberry Bear as an addition to my children's book collection. My golden retriever therapy dogs go to elementary schools and public libraries for reading programs. The children loved reading this book and enjoyed the beautiful illustrations. A wonderful story that will have children laughing aloud while following the antics of a lovable dog. And I thank you for listening. The Author Show podcast may be accessed at any time by visiting theauthorshow.com, and selected interviews can also be found on major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podomatic, and many more. Are you an author who would like to be featured on our show? Please visit theauthorshow.com and complete the interview request form so that we may contact you. Marketing is seldom easy for authors, and the Author Show is a great way to promote your work worldwide using a high-quality interview that can make a real impact. Please visit our site daily as we continue to introduce wonderful authors of very interesting books on The Author Show.
Thanks for listening to The Author Show. Find out more about authors and their work at theauthorshow.com. theauthorshow.com. Tune in next time to another great author on The Author Show.